Alrighty then, we are back. Had to reboot the old machine here this morning, and I think we're good. Let's get things rolling here. Give me a minute, and we're going to relaunch the NinjaTrader. Get logged in here this morning. We're going to do full auto. It's full auto Friday, so we'll be showcasing some of that. Make sure our hotkeys are turned on as well. Let's see. Default profile. This one should be trading profile. Okay, trading profile is on. Hotkeys are on. Let's get the charts warmed up here. Don't forget trading is risky. And all that yada yada yada. My zoom levels are a little weird. Oh, it's the new website. Okay, that's what's up there. All right, let's get connected here. Thanks for your patience here this morning with me. A little rusty from the Christmas holiday season off. Hope everybody had a great one. We got here on Monday, and then man, weather changed around here in Dallas, and then my allergies just started going absolutely nuts. I still have some, so I'm going to attempt to not do all the sniffing in the microphone. If it gets to be too much, I will we'll try again on Monday. But we're going to be focused on full auto Friday here this morning. I'm going to show you guys where to go if you want to get into some full auto training, particularly around LunchBot. Don't forget, if you are getting into the gold pack, you are going to, once you have lifetime unlocked, you will get all of the full auto features unlocked, but you'll get 3 of those along with it. You'll get the LunchBot, the 2-finger salute, and the headshot bot, rocking and rolling. We'll talk about 2-finger salute and the LunchBot full auto. One of the couple of the simpler setups for doing full auto. If you are using the NinjaTrader strategies, however, it's even easier with our panels. I've created this so that you can have cyborg trading going for yourself, so you can just click the buttons without having to go into all of the complicated stuff of the tabs and all that fun stuff. Let's see, the music thing looks like it's on shuffle. All right, let's get to it here this morning. Little rusty, but we are ready to go. Are you ready? All right, let's get to it. I knew I was forgetting one more thing. Let me get the pop-out chat here so I can see your wonderful chats here and interact, get the questions answered. If you guys have any, I'm happy to try to answer them as well. All right, so here I am down in on my entry chart down below. This is the full auto platinum. Now again, this is for platinum members only. We did do a dream pack. The dream packs, there will be, again, limited numbers of dream pack distributions each year. It's 2026, so we will have some come available here on Friday. We'll be announcing the opening of those again. But if you got them last year, congratulations. And during the Christmas holiday, we had this available for non-platinum, but you could get this under the dream pack. So if you got the dream pack, welcome aboard. Great great to have you guys with us, and explaining this through pretty easy.
Fall to the weakest level in a year against the US dollar.
All right, we got news. We will be talking about our news events there this morning. I'm pretty sure we probably have a 10 a.m. news event, but pretty easy to use the panel. Not nearly as complex as using the strategy panel inside of NinjaTrader, where you've got to actually open up the properties, get into the parameters individually, and kind of, you know, you know the interface. If not, we'll yeah, I'll pull one of those up here today and we'll walk through that as well. But here I can simply go choose my side. If I want to arm long onlys, I can click right here. If I want both directions, arm long and arm short. And this panel allows me to run both Enigma and Super AOs. Some of the most, for me, these are my two favorites. This is why I created this panel. Absolutely love Super AO. You guys will see me take those a lot in the live streams. And I wanted to be able to fully control that in a panel. So I created this panel to be able to do that, right? Now we also have filters. Some of the questions around this are, okay, so if I want to take Enigma, but I also want to take moonshots, some people think you need to come down here and turn on moonshot. And then you get both. I know it's...
We have tools if we don't win at the Supreme Court.
I know that's logical. You're like, I got Enigmas and I got moonshots. Well, moonshot is actually a filter, so I want to focus in on that. If you're going to take every Enigma, and let's say that you have this. If you have a red Enigma, and you have a cross nearby, that is a moonshot, and I would want to take that as a moonshot short because this is red. Now, if I have just Enigmas on, is this going to fire? So if I'm got Enigmas on and I'm going to take Enigma, and if I have, let's just assume that I have arm long and arm short on, is it going to take this? Yes. The question is, if I have a moonshot enabled, is it going to take this? The answer is also yes, right? And in fact, when we take this one, if we have the Enigma turned on and the moonshot turned on, we will not enter when the Enigma comes in. It will only show up if the cross is along with it. So again, think of it as a filter. When you are enabling the moonshot, then it's got to have both, okay? So it is think of it as a filter for the Enigma. I'm not going to take just the Enigma by itself. It requires an Enigma plus a cross event within 10 or 15 bars by default. Actually, it's one number, it's 15 by default. You can change that in the settings, and we'll go into that here right now as well. It looks like my 89 bar chart is not fully loaded for some reason. And you refresh that chart. Okay, so I can go into the properties panel. I think it's just the 89. No, the others are not moving as well. Oh, don't make me restart NinjaTrader. If it's going to let me into the indicator settings here, if I'm going to have to restart it one more time here.
Hassett says Trump is to announce a big and comprehensive housing plan.
A housing plan? My word. Okay. Speaking of news events, so we've got, we have 10 a.m. Red Star consumer sentiment on a Friday here. I am going to have to, looks like I have to kill NinjaTrader. I'm not needing to reboot the whole computer, so we'll stay online here with this, but I am going to need to kill NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is hanging up for some reason. I saw I had some Windows updates pending. I hope that doesn't become a problem here this morning. How do get it in the indicators? So if you hit algowatchpro.com and you can click at the very top right
Thinks about where I should be.
where it says try it free or try for free, I believe it says. So click try for free if you are brand new with us. And then the installation instructions are there. Make sure you've got NinjaTrader installed already. And then if you just run the installer, next, finish, and our system will come pre-configured out of the box. You have the Dream Pack. Okay, so that's so you've bought the if you have the you're saying how do you add
Iran risk and tanker seizure.
They're asking how do you add it to the chart. I got you. Yeah, I'll show you that here in just a moment. If you just right click and go to indicators in your list, and you're going to be looking to add the Enigma Platinum.
Secretary Besson posting on X says Argentina has fully repaid draw on swap facility.
So it sounds like a lot of news going on here this morning. Still have 8 minutes till the U.S. Open, but I was hoping to have a little bit more time to talk with you guys here around the full auto stuff. Oh, here's a great example here on gold we talked about earlier. So if you have, man, this guy's going to talk all morning already. Okay. Oh, best laid plans. So this is that's a moonshot long. So if I had the filter on for moonshot, it would take this play. However, I just want to make sure you know that if you had the moonshot on, then a normal Enigma would not fire. All right, so if I look over here to the left, let's see if I can find an Enigma nearby. So if you had the moonshot enabled, even though you have Enigma, and you have to have Enigma on and the super moon, you have to have both of those checked for the moonshot. But if you have moonshot turned on, this will not fire off. Okay, so that was the main objective. Hopefully everybody understands that. If you get it, type me a 1, a 2 if you're new and you don't get it, and we'll try to answer that a little bit deeper. What I was trying to go over there with understanding that, because we get that question a lot, is they're like, hey, I have Enigma turned on and I have moonshot turned on. This combo right here, because you'll ask, so if this is on, I guess here's the perfect question to make sure this is drilled home is, if this button is selected, will this Enigma be taken by itself? And the answer is no. Okay, Enigma by itself will not be taken because the moonshot is turned on. This is saying only take moonshots. Does that make sense? Okay, so these are filters down below. So I'm either going to have, I can actually have both too. So people have asked this. Another common question is, can I have both Enigma and Super AO on at the same time? Yes, the answer is yes. Now, if this is on, both of these two and both of these two are on, is this going to take trades? The answer is also no. You need semi-auto on or full auto on. One of these two buttons, you need to choose semi-auto or full auto. You cannot have both of those on at the same time. You notice that they will uncheck the other when you select them. So full auto means continuously take them. Semi-auto means, hey, I want to take the next play. This is for cyborg trading when you're like, okay, oh, like right now, okay, that just took right now because I had just turned that on. Just actually weird. It's, hold on, I'm going to close out that position. I don't like what's going on right there. I had deselected that. Oh, it must have been within the same bar. Wow. What are the chances that I enable that right while that's coming on? Whoops. Anyhow, so I don't want to do full auto right now on this chart. I do want to enable it up top though. So let's go to the very top and let's zoom out and let's turn on all 6 of our correlated instruments here for Friday. It is about 5 minutes till the U.S. Open. There it is. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to the top left. Let's maybe if I could zoom in here. Nope, that one's not going to do it.
NQ on the 4.
Little rusty here. All right, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. So now I've enabled it for ES and the NASDAQ. I'm gonna move over here to the right. Arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Now it's on for RTY. Same deal for YM. Arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Arm long, arm short, full auto, and Enigma on. Okay, so this panel set up top here, I've got 6 instruments going on here. I have the Nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That's these 4 here, the Nerd. And then I've got +2, I've got gold and crude as well. Okay, so those will be running on one of my accounts, and then I will be down here. When you guys see me executing down here, my eyeballs are kind of focused mainly right here and right here. Okay, so I've got my high time frame right here. I've got the 89 in my purview, so I can see the big picture time frame. Then I've got my optimized range chart right here. And then remember, I'm going to be using my MACVU filter. I'm sorry, my MACV filter plus the MACVU, which is over here. So I've got my main chart where I'll be executing right here, surrounded by the 2 filters that I care about, right here and right here. Right now, if you're confused by that, it's okay. Don't worry. I'll be walking you through it as I'm executing on it. I'm going to move this out of the way so I can start to see my volume profile develop here as well. Currently, we have about it's 9:28, so 2 minutes now from the U.S. Open. Remember, this is the open line right here, what I also call the nope. What's the nope? Well, if you just move the end to the end there, you have the open line, which I call the nopen. All right, I am not going to take trades around that open line in general. Great plays will set up right here. In fact, this one's a great example. Beautiful play setup coming in right there. Got an Enigma. It's a super moon right there, but it wasn't going to work, right? That thing literally came back down out of it. It's around the open line here. Don't want to play in this area just in general. One of my few areas on the chart where I just literally don't want to take at all is the nope line, the open line. So this is the overnight from yesterday to today. This is where the market basically, this is the open. And I don't mean the 8:30, I'm sorry, the 9:30 open that's coming. This is the overnight open. So that's where we need to know where that's located. Okay. And looks like we're going to be, yeah, 1 minute till, and looks like we are going to open up right at the nopen line. Not a fun place to play here, so I will probably be sitting on hands here. Generally, my standard operating procedure is to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes anyways, let the market kind of shake itself out. I'm going to let the full auto bots run their course here, and then I will be executing on my cyborg charts right here. The news that we've got at 10 a.m. is all we need to worry about here, it looks like, except I do also hear on Financial Juice, they're talking nonstop here this morning. I couldn't even hardly get a word in edgewise, and that's saying something for me, because we got a lot to talk about. All right, so please pardon my nasaliness here this morning. I'm still been kind of fighting this cold, but feeling better this morning. And here we go. Here's the open. There's a nice Enigma. Normally, if we weren't sitting here right at the open line, I might take a stab at that, but currently I'm going to let them talk.
100 sell side, 16 million. Dow 30 sell side, 100 max sell side. Seeing the US dollar edging high against the following the report, last up about 0.64% against the yen.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, a lot of selling there right at the open.
NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Big picture on the 89. We're coming into a cipher
NQ on the 36.
On the high time frame. So we'll see if they react to this structure here or not, but we could get a bounce here.
On the 89.
Okay, this is going to be a major area. Look at that. There's a lot of crosses right there, so I'm going to mark this zone here.
On the 89. Fib.NQ on the 4.
I'm going to give it a fun color here. I'm going to give it a little dark blue. So we'll remember this area here. Don't have a bias on direction on it, but it is going to be an important area here today. You can already see it. 9:31 a.m.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Enigma long on the NQ4.
Okay, we got an Enigma long here. I'm going to go ahead and take this as my first play.
On the 36.
Ooh.
Lower bands.
I got a red dot. Nope, nope. I'm going to close it. Okay, going to take a loss here on that first one.
Lower bands.
Got a red dot right back behind it. I got my finger over the buy in case I get a 2-try rule on it.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Lower bands touch NQ
Cork
on the
shares
36.
down
NQ on the
2.7%
9.
after Mizuho.
I wasn't fast enough. Okay. I wasn't fast enough to retry on it.
DCDM
Yeah, I thought I might go back in there one more time. Okay, double cross to the top of a zone here. I'm going to get short. Could have added on that cross. Seuss, trying to add to position, trying to maximize the play. Oh, yikes.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 36.
Okay, I'm going to peel half here.
Divergence down NQ on the 4.
Okay, red dot, add to position right back where the double cross originally landed. Okay, dot is holding, adding to position. Let me take those off my screen here, can't see.
Fib dot NQ on the 4 on the 9.
A little bit of a tricky spot there. Remember, this started from a double cross up. Nope, nope, here in buyers. Yikes. Okay, taking a... They caught me off right there. Man, it was a nice play to the downside. Didn't quite play that one well.
Upper bands touch.
There, tricky spot.
NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 3.
Currently moderate buy, and that one caught me here. That was a big push up there. Tricky spot. Couldn't hold myself out. Should have. We still have 2 minutes till 9:35. All right, Super AO with Enigma back behind it. Going to go full position plus
Enigma long on the RTY
on that Enigma. It's a Super Enigma moonshot, power moonshot.
Fib dot NQ on the
All right,
4.
there's a red dot. Going to add to position. We crack over that, I'll have to peel it.
Upper bands touch NQ.
Here's king timing. Hopefully I get that drop out. Starts to pop up here. I'll have to kill it.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36 on the 4.
There we go. Very nice. I'll take half there at that level 10.
On the 9.
Seuss, add to position.
Fib dot NQ on the 4.
Red dot, add to position.
J dot short NQ on the 4.
Still holding this zone. Nope, I'm gonna peel half. Yeah, they're trying to hold that zone. I'm gonna add on the red dot one more time. Is it gonna get the drop if we pop over that cross? Nobody can close it. Gonna close it. Okay. Clawed back half of my loss there on that play there, but that's dangerous. Sitting here in that little zone, sitting here still neutral. We do not have a directional bias either. So a little bit of a tricky spot. Nice play right there to the downside, but did not go farther than that. Down to the 10. Got about 80 ticks out of it, so not too shabby.
36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Right back into prior close. P point right above.
Double delta NQ on the 36.
Good morning, Mr. Monta.
Fib dot NQ on the 4. 2 finger NQ on the 36.
Big bull on the Mac V. Oh, I see that. Yeah, thanks for that heads up. Yes, there he's calling out. Is that Missile? Pablo, thank you, sir. Okay, let's let me mark that one up right quick. Where's he starting? At the bottom of this leg right here.
36. Divergence down.
All right, big bull right here. So he wants to go 250.
Divergence down NQ on the 36.
And it sounds like they might go straight there. I'm hearing popcorn on the tape. All right, so in the middle of that, I want to measure 250.
Double delta NQ on the 9, NQ on the 36.
So he wants to go right about here. So here's where I want to look for some plays and or use this as a target to the upside. Okay, that might be a double cross, double move into that zone potentially. High time frame opportunity. We're looking for a low time frame risk. We're right here on the open line. Oof. Nice super AO. I would love to take, but not on the open line, right? We are floating the open. Right there. So Enigma Power Moonshot launched this thing from there to the current level. That went 229 ticks.
Fib.NQ on the 4, NQ on the 9.
Moving very fast here. It's literally telling me right here, too fast. Okay, too fast for me to react well on. I could turn my psychology bot on and cover up the tape until it shows. So remember where I'm targeting here. Add this to always on top. So we want to, it wants to get up in there. There it is. We're in the zone. Okay, it's got my, now I can put my finger back on the cell. There's a level, it's a 5.5. Still hearing buying. See if the buyers are going to step off the tape here. Now, normally, I want to see a triple crown before I get in full on a play like this. So want to wait for that triple crown. There's a level 6.6 right into the double cross, double move target. Going to give that a shot to short off of that gold line reversal target. They are buying hard here though. This is a massive buy. You can just still hear them crackling the tape, crackling on the tape. Back of that zone here. A little risky on it. If it comes back to my POE, I'll peel half.
Double delta NQ.
Okay, pulled half.
NQ on the 89.
Wild action all of a sudden. All right, take half again right there on that cross at the bottom of the channel. And there's a diamond. I'll close out. All right, I'm back to positive here on the day, but not the easiest set of plays there, but kind of. It was a good markup. So, hey, by the way, Pablo, thank you for that heads up here that showed up because I might not have seen that, was kind of in the zone on that. So first of all, Pablo, thank you for making that note. That made that very easy. I probably would not have gotten that opportunity to get back on that had you not identified that. And then I drew it up and measured this out because that made that very easy. After we identified right here, Pablo called this right here. First of all, let's give Pablo a hand here in a chat. Let's give him a thank you. Okay, that is a thanks. Thank you very much for that. A level 1000 bull. He called, said, hey, big bull on the MACV. That's all I needed to say. Big bull on the MACV. Easy. Well, I won't say it's easy, but that is a masterful piece of information on that. I was able to easily measure out where that was going to be, went right to it, was able to know that this was, I could take that with confidence because you had given me that. So thank you for that one, Pablo. You are the man. All right. Mark out those levels like I do. Play that defense leg like I've taught you. In my opinion, I can't tell you what to do, but hey, if it's me, I'm just coaching myself. When I'm out here talking, I am coaching a younger version of myself. Oh, bots are up over 2K. It's flat and all. Okay, bots are up, flat and all. Turn off full auto. Bots are beating my butt here this morning. All right, so the bots did 2K here this morning already. What's our time? 9:40. About 10 minutes past the U.S. Open. I am in the green, up 770. Bots are up 2,065. Today's date, the 9th. And remember, it's Friday, so I want to be early in, early out on a Friday. If you guys have not heard my rules around that. So a little bit of a bumpy morning there. That's what we're looking like on our P&L currently. Not pretty. But sometimes the games are a little bit messy. Oh, there's a power headshot. Let's see if this is going to get me into positive. I don't like that I'm still hearing buyers. We are on strong buy. Don't crack it. Don't break it.
Upper bands.
All right, I'm going to peel half here. I'm a little nervous. There we go, but I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Got a little headshot in there. Remember, if I'm going against the... Oh, we're getting a smear over here. Okay, we were at strong buy when that power headshot showed up. Okay, great play. But remember, even a great play, if I'm going against the nerd and the arrow, I'm going to be going T1. Just write that down. If I'm going to take a play and I am against the nerd and the arrow, then I'm T1. Okay, target 1, 20 ticks. Well, I actually saw 25 out of it for the back half of that play. I also sized down almost immediately when it didn't react immediately. And so size down half and then close out the play as soon as I saw 25 ticks. Right. I did not hold out for even target 2, although it did. Out of that headshot, it moved down a whole 113 ticks out of the whole move there on that. A little bit risky, but we had the shark back over there to the left as well. So we had a shark back plus that was a power headshot. You have to roll back the tape pretty quick to see that one, but there was a red dot along with a 5.5. That was the thing that signaled me. That's a there's an HMD right there. I'm not taking that. I'm literally hearing clacking on the tape here. Moderate buy right now on king timing. I don't want to play that against that with the nerd. Hearing popcorn coming in that strong in this zone right now. Hey, Captain Price. Good morning. Good morning. Gunfire, gunfire. What? You're always speaking a different language to me there, bruh. Let's see. Put this always on top. Watching ES. ES has a cluster of crosses right here, so this is going to be an important zone for the ES. Remember, this is the big dog. Okay, so he's actually, let's put it here where his now let's do the whole zone. Do that whole
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Important area here.
DCDMNQ on the 4. Double
Oh, that 935 move. I think it started earlier than that because, yeah, it was earlier than that because 935. Oh, you're talking about the upside move? Yeah, 935 went to the upside, right? You're not talking about the first down move?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. DCDM lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, now we're on moderate sell. We're with the bear side here. Now remember, we had the red zone here, right? We went from the big bull. He made his money. Okay, now we're in here, and we just came out of it. So context-wise, keeping that in mind, right now, all I want to care about is my two-step rule. Okay, so right now, just when we get into a scenario where we're kind of in and out of zones like this, now all I want to focus on, two-filter rule. Very simple. Right here, I want to look right here. Right now, we're neutral, so I really don't want to take anything, right? Right now, bias, nothing. Then I look at secondarily, the arrow. That's it. 2 steps. What direction of the arrow, and then I grab a cheat sheet entry. Okay, cheat sheets, get these printed out, put them on your wall somewhere, learn them. You don't have to know all of them, although actually I do. I think you need to learn all of them. Okay, just don't be overwhelmed by it. Learn all of them, know what they are, but then you only need to focus on 4 or 5 of those. I teach people, like, just come in, take 4 or 5 of those, master those, let those be your plays. Like, own those plays, be the absolute best at those plays. Okay, could have taken that super duper dot right there. It's a super duper because there's 2 ready Ds and a double delta shift right back behind it. So kind of would have been easy if I hadn't been gabbing away there, talking. Switch dot short on this Enigma. and add to position on the cross. Close out above the Enigma. If this starts to run up over the Enigma, I will take the loss. Okay, into a shark here on King Timing. Dr. Seuss. There's an HMD. Adding. Yikes, I'm hearing buyers. Comes back to my POE. I will peel half. I hear buyers coming in on the tape.
Upper bands touch and
I want to hear sellers. Okay, I'm going to pull half at my entry again because, well, wow, it's moving so fast. Give me a 40 bag. Let's go. There we go. Grabbed a 40 bag almost perfectly, as, again, my average entry price was right about here. The drop out to there. Target 1 and target 2 hit and holding to the opposing signal. As soon as I see a headshot, I'm definitely wanting to exit the position. Very nice. So switch dot first. Okay, well, actually, I guess started with a super duper double delta shift red dot right there. So super duper dot with a delta shift. And I was just adding to the juice for the downside move. Then we had an Enigma to the long side. He got his 20 ticks. And then this is technically a switch dot, right? We went from green to red. So what do we know? This is one of those that you keep in your pocket all the time. This should be ingrained in your head. If you are questioning, well, if there's a green one and there's a red one, which one is legit? Just always remember, recency is key. I say that all the time. The Rick, recency is key. So what is most recent? The red. So the best play is going to be the red play. That was the bigger move to the downside. I was able to add on that shark back play and the beautiful dropout right there. Could have been bigger, but I decided to peel half as I just heard buyers on the tape. Had I not heard the excessive popcorning there on the tape, I would have been more confident, hold the whole position, but I held half the position down for the target 1, target 2.
Enigma short on the end.
I find today highly entertaining market, mostly due to everyone wrong on outsides. I saw it all surprise straight up. Very cool. Yeah, I saw you hanging out in Mike's room there this morning.
NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Let's see. Ooh, there's a big bear in here now. Big bear. Mark it up. That is a 2,000 level bear. I bet they're going to get back into that blue area down there. Let me see if I can get me an entry to it. I'd love to run this down to that blue zone. Give me an entry. Oh, all I got was a dot. All right, I'll exit it there. Just got about 400 bucks out of it. Oh, that was weak. Should have held it. Okay, only thing I got was a dot. That sucks. I wanted something more. Could have gotten something more out of it. Okay. So Big Bear came in there. This is why I drew that zone earlier. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be an important zone. They're going to want to run that a lot. Okay, right back in there. Big Bear, let's mark it up. This is a 2,000 level bear in here. So, double big dog. He wants to go 250 down below. P point here. Where's the leg begin? Right here. Gonna say take the center of it, measure out 250. Okay, there's my zone.
Fib.NQ on the 4. High impact news event prelim UOM consumer sound NQ.
10 minutes till the news.
UOM inflation expectation
Spot silver rises
on
nearly
the 36 news
3%.
event FOMC member cash carry NQ on the 36 on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, it's red and red. I'm looking for a red. Got red on nerd, red arrow. At prior close. Waiting for an entry. Hearing buyers.
NQ on the 9. Divergence down NQ on the 36. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 36.
Supreme Court tariff ruling at 10 a.m. The court will decide if Trump's tariffs are legal. So,
on the 9.
Illegal, should be refunding.
NQ on the 4.
Thank you for that, Mr. Monta. So that's at 10 a.m. as well. So we have that and our scheduled 10 a.m. news coming in 9 minutes. And look at us floating the open. So they're kind of going to roll it back here into the area, I want to say area of safety, but technically it is. Look on the 89. They rolled it into, so they're nervous about 10 a.m. So they want to set it here in the golden ropes, so their boss man ain't mad at them for being anywhere but the 250 period moving averages. Same thing on the MACV chart. I'm sorry, the optimized range as well. So they're rolling the ropes of safety. So that means, that tells me they're nervous about this 10 a.m. news, which is fine. Doesn't really matter to me, right? We're in and out. We have no risk on the table. I lost track of how many trades we were this morning. I know let's see. First one. Oh, I can read my thing over here. First one. No, actually, we started. The first one was a red, wasn't it? Red, green. And then we had a red. And green. Kind of a rough morning there.
Consumer sentiment. High impact news event.
That's how it looked here this morning. So I did get my winner in there. I think I had a few more winners here at the end, but ran out of coins. Took a few more trades there than standard ops. So if we're looking at it here, almost 4K on the cyborg and full auto about 2, and it looked a little messy here this morning on the P&L. Not a pretty P&L, but got the job done there this morning on some of those. Just that one little switch spot there this morning, and it was greed too. I held that one play out from was well positive, and then it just whipped so quick. Yeah, that first flubber wasn't really necessary. Okay, ES. See if it goes back to that zone. Remember I said that was going to be important on the ES? Let's see what happens. Now remember, ES is the primary guide if you're going through our training. ES is the primary guidepost on that. We'll be going over some full auto teaching and training at 10:10. So coffee time here today. Plus we'll be doing some announcement. There it is. Back in the zone. Okay. Ooh. Double delta shift. I want to. Do I have time before the U.S. Open? I'm sorry, before the news. Here's King timing. I'm going to tap it right there once. Here's 20. Can I tap it twice? Is it going to be nice? Let me tap it again. Give me a Seuss. Thank you. Now give me 20. Double delta shift with a cross. Yikes, we're on strong buy though. I just noticed that on the right. We have a big red dot coming in here on the high time frame, so I'm trying for the high time frame opportunity. Low time frame risk. I gotta close it over that cross. I don't like how it's developing here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my winner here on that. We're right before that news, so something weird could happen. But there was the play. That's the high time frame play set up. It is a wow. We got super mega late Nate power headshot short. that is a mouthful of confluence going on at that spot. Higher time frame, one right up above. So was a T2 opportunity, target 1 and target 2, because we had a high time frame entry as well. And yeah, so full drop out there, not too bad. Low time frame entry was right here. Double delta shift, DDSR. 2 of them, double and double delta shifts. Okay, DDSR. You don't know what those are, no problem. Forget. Here at 10:10, I'll go through some of the training. Also, we have AlgoBox GPT. If you have not gotten your AlgoBox GPT on yet, remember we have a GPT specifically trained on the AlgoBox system. So you got that combined with our documentation. So here we're on the late Nate, which we technically had a mega late Nate there as well. But if I wanted to learn the DDSR,
5-year inflation prelim forecast
right there.
3%,
Double delta shift reversal.
inflation prelim
Click on it. It'll take you to the section.
2%.
And our
Prelim forecast
training is second to none out there. In fact, we set the standard. In fact, we saw QuantView copying us. QuantView is now using our same methodology for putting their documentation together. So while we're flattered, it don't really matter. Your stuff still sucks. But anyway,
so virtual event, no text is expected and no Q&A.
Yeah, so the way our stuff is laid out here, wow, we're all talking at the same time. Let me let him finish.
NQ on the 9.
Is he done? Okay, he's done. Double delta shift reversal, that was the one that came up right there that we just talked about, DDSR. And we had an alpha omega cross in there as well. Red made it a little bit easier. We want to use that in combination. There's one of the examples of one of the combos. The properties and the layouts and the setups are all here at the first part. And then you'll come down to a video around those. You've got a shorter one and then a more extensive one with walkthrough and talk through with me. And then this is a professional done video edit of the first one. And then you have me and my Crayola drawings where I'm, you know.
Enigma long on the NQ3.
I am the Crayola drawing extraordinaire. You don't like my drawings? It's not me, it's you. Look at this. Look at this amazingness. This is like Picasso. It's Picasso. What?
Team Brent crude right, $63.40 a barrel.
Be like water, become the cup. Okay, the news is coming out in 2 minutes. Sit on hands. Hands off the keys. Don't be tempted. Not going to be enough time for a play to play out. Although, right now, as fast as the market is, it does say we're currently too fast. So that's kind of a lie right now. It is, you could take a trade right now in two minutes. But let's not risk it right now. We got away with a biscuit here this morning. Tisket, risk it with the biscuit. We got a biscuit out of the risk it. And we came out of the dip.
On the 36.
I'm going to grab a bowl and some Fritos. I got a nice dip here for you. Dip in the P&L.
I said
some nice red sauce for you.
Cash curry.
Okay, let's see what happens with this news now. Coming out here in 1 minute 10 seconds.
You on the 4.
1 minute 10 seconds till the news.
1 minute to go now. We'll lead with the University of Michigan
on the
Here it comes. I mean, it feels like they're setting up for something wild or
around 10 a.m.
nervousness. And what's going to be hilarious is everybody's all hyped up, and then all of a sudden it's just like big nothing. Oh, you know I want to hit short right there. Any other time, I'm going to hit short right there.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
It's right before the news. Can't take it.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Alpha Prime says dump it. You ready for a dump? I always like a good. Well, that's disgusting. I was not thinking that until then. Then that came to my head. Okay, anyway. He wants a big dump. All right, listen, Alpha Prime. He called it. He wants a big dump. Okay.
10 seconds.
All right, here we go. Here comes the news. Let's see if it's a something or a nothing burger.
Double delta and double delta
54 high in the forecast of 53 spot 5 conditions prelim 52 spot 4 2 spot 4 high in the forecast 52 expectations 55 as expected 1 year inflation 4 spot 2% 5 year inflation expectations 3 spot 4%. Nothing's come through as of yet.
Double delta NQ on the short on the RCY1 on the 36 on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, it's something. Now look at where we've been bumping between. This was the zone we drew, 2 zones we drew this morning, right? We put the big bear and his target here twice. But remember, we've got a big bear in there, and where does he want to go? We still have it drawn in. Where does he want to go? He still wants to go down here, right? So let's see if he gets his opportunity now with the news. This could be his shot. Currently still moderate buy on the nerd. The nerd, we got 3 out of 4 of the nerds to the upside here. On the Nopen line, okay? So listen, just chillax. In my opinion, okay? I'm sitting on the open line. I know I said open, but I wrote nope. Because I don't want to take any plays here.
The video for Kashkari has been...
Nope. I don't want to take a play around this line. Like, great play setups just get... Nah.
On the NQ4.
They get nerfed. You like that one? That's a...
Supreme Court finishes opinion release.
Technically speaking, that's a power moonshot, right? But it's right on the open line, so it just... It's like it just gets ignored, right? There's like...
NQ on the 4.
Too many hands playing at the open line. You don't want to be one of them, in my opinion. Experience has told me. Don't be one of the players there. The big guys are fighting in there. You don't want to get in the middle of them. Okay, back to neutral on the nerd.
Trump tariffs ruling Friday. Against Supreme Court doesn't issue Trump tariffs ruling for Friday.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands.
Let's see. Big straight leg there. Not a big bull though.
NQ on the 36.
Yeah, and that's the
We got another big bear hiding in there on the Mac V. My nose is starting to do that wanting to run thing. No fun. It's over 500, so it's a small bear hiding in there. But we also have the big bear. We got a 2,000 level bear who's hiding in there. Okay, we're back into the top of that red zone. So let's see if they're going to slam it back down again like they have been, or if this is the time they want to try to make a move here after the news. As fast as this came up, it came up fast, so I don't think it's going to last. In general, if it had grinded up to this area, it'd probably keep on. But when it came up this fast, probably not going to last.
Touch NQ on 89.
They need them some Algo box. Any group that adds Algo box is going to improve their P&L. Like, no one can beat me. I'm going to say it again. Not a single person out there who does not have Algo box. Mind you, I say that because, dude, my own crew can beat me, right? We have our own guys all the time putting up bigger numbers than me with Algo box. But me, with Algo box, the other guy having whatever, deep farts,
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Jig saw it, whatever, jiggly boof, juggles, juggly saw, any of that other nonsense that's out there. You come up against me with Algo box, there's nobody that even comes close. I will absolutely destroy them. 10x. Whatever their P&L is for any time period, I will absolutely destroy them with Algo box. 10 times their P&L. And I won't even count it a win if I don't beat them by 10x. Anybody wants to take up that challenge, go put it out there. Somebody wants to come and think they can beat Algo box, it's not going to happen. But tell them to come on. Love to display it.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Ooh, super AO, but we're full red here.
DCDM.
So I'm looking for a continuation to the short side here now. First touch of strong sell. There it is. Okay. Let's see if this is going to be the one. It's at the P point. Switch dot.
On the 4. Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 4. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the N.
Oh no, we got an Enigma right here. I'm being greedy. Alright, I'll peel half at the Enigma. Alright, I'll respect the Enigma and grab a 40 bag out of it. 7K plus 2. Almost a 10K on the day. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we got the strong sell, arrow on the right. Very easy, right? That became very easy. Do you understand that? How simple that was to wait for it? So I waited for step one. I got the nerd. Step two, I had the arrow over here. Okay, so we had the red arrow inside, red and red. Take the play. What'd I get? I got an Enigma. I got a super moonshot, super power moonshot Enigma short right there. Pfft, of course I'm gonna take that. Right. In a red zone. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. And I held it out to a T2, so I held it out for a full 40 ticks. Not bad. That was an easy one. Yeah, it's a freebie. Sometimes the market gives you a freebie. Sometimes you get handed a freebie. 7K. Yeah, what's up, Patrick? Man, Patrick, hey, bud. I gotta tell you again. I know we've just, it's been awesome mentoring you up to this point. And then I don't want to say like it sounds like there's an ending to that. It's not an ending, but it feels like you got a new beginning. Like you have just come into your own lately. I've been seeing you're executing well. You're following and adhering to the rules. I'm just watching your P&L, just like like what I would love to hear your story sometime. If you want to share it sometime, Patrick. I think you have an amazing story. You just absolutely been crushing it lately too, and just very proud of you. Just gotta say, brings a tear to my eye, my bro. Brings a tear to my eye. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful watching you, bro. Nice work.
Lower bands touch and
whenever there's several, I'll keep it real easy. Hey yo, real easy is recency is key. So whenever you have a question on if there's multiple of anything, recency is key. What's the most recent?
On the 36.
And then when you have adjacently the audio box is that the feeling cue that you need. I don't want to say you need. Nothing is needed, absolutely needed. Now some of my components of Algo, I would say absolutely a must for me personally, but the audio box is the answer to that too. Booms and clacks will tell you the exuberance and the enthusiasm and the strength of a sell or a buy.
Enigma long on the NQ3.
You got it, no problem. Patrick came a long way, yes he did.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
So ready to throw in the towel. We had a few chats. But he made the change. At the end of the day, I'm just the coach. Like you still got to put it to the floor. He did. All right, so the big bear made it to his area. This is what we said. Didn't we say they were going to go here? Right? This is where he wanted to go. And look at him unload. Look at him unload. Yep. And grabbing into all those, filling in all the stops from the longs. Beautiful. Right to it.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ.
Awesome, Patrick.
89. Double delta NQ on the 4.
All the way from Uganda. Hey, howdy. How'd you find us?
Double
Morning, Vinny. First time in the chat room. Coming from Joseph James. Recommendation. Fantastic. Hoping Sunday I'll report the same winnings as all of you. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Joseph James and I, we kind of, he began as like one of my main mentors. I have been through many different programs over the years, kind of like everybody. But I still think Joseph James is one of the greatest teachers out there. Like from a talk perspective, man, the guy, he can teach anything. He can make any complex topic simple, which is why I asked him to come with us to go, man, I would love you to teach something that seems complex like Algo. It's not really. It looks it, and yes, every person comes here and it's like, oh no, it seems complicated. We do everything, in my opinion. Remember, this is everything I say here is my opinion. As a person who has been around the markets for 20 years, literally been trading the markets for 20. Okay, at this point, I'm old. I'm 46 now. I turned 46 a few days ago. So the wow, there's like a perspective on that. 46. Just sounds so old. I know it is. I've been doing this way too long, but Algobox looks complicated when you first see it because it's stuff that you've never seen. We're not taught this stuff in school. We're not taught trading, right? The stuff that you're taught in school is like basically how to be a good yes sir, yes ma'am, like hiya, yo, sit, boo boo, sit, and you know, do this task all day long, type of thing. Trading is not one of those that's taught at all. It's brand new, and you have to approach it as a new topic. And then everything that's written in books, like this. Do y'all think that the strategies that worked in the 70s are the same as strategies that are working now? No. Do you think that the same tools that they had back then are that now? It's like trying to say the way that you're going to build a house is the same as you did back when they were building log cabins. Like, the process has changed. We have tools that they did not have. They used to have to work off of fax machines and stuff. Like, they'd have to wait for the bars to be printed for them days later before they could react. And you're all like, oh yeah, I'm reading this book from 1979. I got this book here.
Familiar with the White House thinking.
And then I'm like, okay, what book? Somebody recommend me a book. I need a book recommendation. And feel free to Google it. I want a book recommendation for how to swim. Will somebody go find me a book? What's the best book for how to swim? Okay, somebody go find me what's the top book for me to go swim, because I want to learn how to swim. So find me a book for that.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Yeah, that's dumb, isn't it? Right? Nobody's going to teach you how to swim with a book. How much do you need to count to take a big trade like that? Well, when you say a big trade like that, so big can be defined by multiple things. What makes it big to you? A big trade to me is lots of ticks. So like a big trade would be 100 ticks or more. So a big trade is 100 ticks. So I have several trade strategies that will run 100 ticks. So this is 250 ticks to the upside. That's a big move off of that. So you can do that with one contract. In one contract, I mean, depends. If you want to trade a micro would be what's the lowest on the micro? I think it's still $400 is the minimum in a NinjaTrader account. However, if you're in a trader funding program, let's go even lower. You can buy, what's the cheapest? One of you guys knows better than me. Like what? I think the 25K account is the smallest at Apex, and depending on when you get it, but if you got it when I was telling everybody to get it, when the 90% off sale was going on, you get this you can get this account for like, was like 19 bucks. So you're asking me how much? $19 to take that big trade. But I know what you're saying. You're saying something else, right? So be more specific in your question, and I'm happy to answer it. But I'm also trying to make a point. Right at the open line, we came all the way back to the open line. All the way back to the nope.
Fib.NQ
into the green, all the way up to the nopen. And now remember, I have not just taken one trade to get where I'm at here today. So I have had multiple trades to get to here, if that's what you're asking.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
And remember, in the mornings, standard operating procedure, I'm looking to take 5 trades plus a bonus, right? And within 5, I actually just want 2 winners. I want winner, winner, chicken dinner. So winner, winner, 2 winners should be enough to put chicken dinner on the table. That's my general way that I approach the markets. And I also approach the markets like it's a video game. And everything that you need to learn in the skill set of a video game. Oh, we're almost to that main area. Remember I marked this up on ES earlier? We're almost back there. Almost there. So be careful of trying to short this still until we get into that zone up there. When we hit that, then maybe. However, look where the crosses started to show up. All right, we are clustering now just a little bit lower here. So we might have a new zone here, and we may come down here from here. We'll see. Or they might be building up to push.
On the 36.
This was the original place where all the clustering was happening. But yeah, potentially a shortcoming. Okay, so what was your question? Can you restate your question? How much of an account do I need? Also, per contract, depending on what broker you're with, but you're either averaging either $500 a contract if you're on, again, the brokers where I suggest to do, and again, I don't make specific broker recommendations because I'm not an IB, I'm not an introductory broker. Can't do that. But just in general, the broadcast of category that I tell you to get into, if you're going to be self-funded, then make sure you get with a discount broker. So look up discount brokers for futures. If you're going to be with trader funding, as of right now, I really only recommend 2, Apex or Funded Next. And costs on those, $500 a contract or $1,000 a contract. All I tried was catching outsides. You know, speaking of catching outsides, that's a wonderful segue. Technically speaking, we're in coffee time right now. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I think we can start to maybe, yeah, I can take a short here. I'm going to toe in the water here, see if I can push over 10K here. Just in case. I mean, we might make some crazy, weird run up scenario here. I totally get that. We're not quite to the Bollinger Touch, but speaking of the outsides, like waiting till we get plays in the bowls, not a bad idea. Almost there.
Enigma long on the
It's almost there.
Convergence down NQ on the
730. So I want to do 10 contracts, 10K. So for NASDAQ, that would be correct on self-funded. Yes. But you can do half that if you're trading on. Remember, we have the whole nerd. You don't have to do NASDAQ. I just trade the NASDAQ because it's the fastest. But if you want a little bit of a slower pace, I'm gonna say a little bit of slower pace. Some of them are not that much slower. Some of them are massively slower, like the ES, much slower. You can trade the ES, RTY, and the Dow for only $500 a contract. So you can trade 10 contracts with 5K.
NQ on the 4.
Hopefully that's helpful to you. Does that make sense? And we go over all that in our training. We have a full training program. We have from beginner to advanced. Most of my focus is on advanced. We run through the beginner stuff pretty quick because, like anybody can teach you what a tick is, and I don't think that necessarily that all that kind of stuff is important. There we go. Target's filled, and I hit it and get it. Hit it and get it. Let's go. Whoops. How about I can get that on screen there? Let's go. Yeah, and that is a very nice looking, very sharp P&L there. I love ending on a big one like that. And I'm not saying we're ended because I'm about to talk about full auto. Let's go. Yes.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk about it. Don't matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. I know I can't let go without you near me.
Got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. Algo box, you turn it all around.
Oh, somebody get that money gun going. Utimus. But yes, back to, I think I was getting interrupted talking about Joseph James. It's great to have JJ with us, and it's tempting to say old mentor of mine because it feels like it's forever ago, but it was like just yesterday. But yeah, JJ, I feel like we've kind of taught each other things over the years. But I don't know his opinion on all that necessarily. Yeah, he might see it differently, but I do think he was a key figure in particularly I like his cadence and his speech and the way that he talks about things and can break down complex things to make them simpler. I like to pride myself on thinking that I can do that. If you go through our training program, I think hopefully that comes across, that I make very complex things seem simple, and that was my whole goal, to make a gaming system that makes trading the markets simple so that my kids could do it. I got 4 kids, and I just, I want them to be able to trade the game one day, and they love playing. I know they got me into Fortnite, and now I actually like Fortnite. It's a challenge game. Come to find out, like Fortnite, you can be a superior player in that game, and I don't like games of chance. I like games where you can be superior in every way if you get good at it. Turns out it is. But gamifying your life. There is a TED Talk that I did a review of in one of our training videos that I think will be a key for you and anyone really. Gamifying life and approaching the markets like a video game is no exception to that. And I think that approaching the market like a video game, in my opinion, is the best way. And there are other major traders that are out there who, if you hear them, you will see, like, approaching the market like a video game and all the things that go into playing a video game versus reading a book from 1980 is going to be more helpful to you. In the same way of learning to swim is better with a coach in the water with you who knows what's up and using technology, for crying out loud. Like, why would you still be trying to use your abacus to do math when we are in the age of smartphones and you're over there like, oh, there's an ICT drawing me some lines over here. Oh, look at that. There's a pivot over there from a few days ago. Well, you don't say.
Divergence down.
I wrote the market. Me, I wrote the market.
And so, but if you're looking for me, I'll be on the platform. Can't possibly sitting on a trap now. Cause I'm a rider. So survive.
I've never coded my whole life, but trust me, bro. Trust me.
And so,
Trust me, bro.
but if you're looking for me, I'll be on the platform.
Shut up. Oh man, it's too fun. Too fun. What were you thinking?
Ha ha! You should have joined AlgoBox, dumbass.
What? Who put that on my screen?
NQ on the 36.
You're hired.
Divergence down NQ on the 36.
Oh, see, it's too much fun around here. If you're not having fun doing it, you're doing it wrong. So I tell people all the time, like if you're having a bad day, but well, you did something wrong. Something wrong.
Upper bands touch 36.
Okay, we're in that zone. In that zone, mega late Nate, almost to the gold line reversal, and there's a red dot on it. I mean, I gotta tap it. Okay, super AO. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Oh, I might have spoke too soon here. That's not good. Hold on. So, what? No, I'm gonna take the loss. I'm taking the loss. Dude, I don't know what's happening here. Hold on. If that ain't holding it, what? No, thank you. Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother. We're going all the way to high of day. There it is. It's a touch from it. They're not going to push another one, though. As soon as the white crosses show up, I'll re-engage.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
All right, I've got the Titanic zone here. Dot one. Dot one didn't show nothing. Okay. Toe in the water. It could make another run, but if some white crosses start showing up in here, I'll bank off that. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna kill it. Okay, so taking a loss. See, we got a little cocky in there. Got a little cocky. Time for a little dippage. There's something wild going on right there. There's some
Enigma short.
there's some wildness right there. So they broke right through that. I mean, we should be grabbing a short here. But if she wants to keep going on the 89, we want to wait for a triple crown before we come down. And if this move started from here to here and there's the 8.5, I mean, that can do this.
NQ on the 4.
Okay, so I'm not gonna risk on that. And technically speaking, we still got 6 minutes till 10:30, and this is technically that time when I don't like to take place here between it's that coffee time. So I should be focused on the full auto, but I was having a little bit too much fun. I'll be honest, that was a little bit too much fun. A little too much fun. Sometimes it happens. So let's talk about some full auto and the DDSR. So earlier the DDSR came up. And I also want to show one of the latest videos that we just dropped that relates to what Captain Price said earlier. He likes to play the outsides. When he's saying the outsides, and again, he's not an Algo box player. Captain Price is a little bit of a savant external. The guy can type faster than anybody I know. But he likes to play the outsides. If I were not Captain Price and wanted to do it our way, we want to run one of our most recent videos. Let me pull that up. Let's see. We've got the super bands. Okay, so the way that our training is laid out, yeah, I mean, you can go through all these individually if you like, but I still recommend hitting up the boot camp. Go through the boot camp. The boot camp's going to walk you through every part of our documentation from top to bottom in a proper order, in my opinion. But let's play this super bands here real quick. I'm going to turn the audio box off. I'm also going to alt the news audio here for just a second, and let's play the let's walk through the super bands, and we're also going to cover two other strategies around this here and go all over full auto. We're going to do a lot of teaching training here on Full Auto Friday. Remember, you really want to be early in, early out by 10 a.m. here. And I just been out a couple of days because I've been sick and I'm still sitting over here like disgustingly wiping my runny nose. So forgive me.
Simple chicken.
That's some simple chicken. Eat some chicken. Eat more chicken. Okay, next. Here we go. Super bands. This is for Captain Price. I still think that Price, you should use this, but you know,
the super bands, also known as double Bollinger Bands, help identify overbought and oversold conditions across any market and any chart type. On range bars, watch how price interacts with the bands. When range bars touch the upper band, it turns red, signaling rejection and a potential move lower. When price touches the lower band, it turns green, suggesting a possible move higher. On algo bars, these reactions become even more structured. Price enters the lower band, turns it green, then
Price enters. Captain Price, get it? See my play on that? So you want to play the outsides, and he's not the only one who talks about this. So we have our own players, Plutonium and Papa Dazer, both. I have heard, like, when I ask, you know, some of our big players in our room, Papa Dazer, one of our best players, Plutonium, also one of our absolute best players in the game. They both love waiting till we get bull touches. I'm not sure if they're hanging out here with us here today or not, but they're bull touch players. So waiting till those outside areas, looking for them to tap on a higher time frame, most of them, higher time frame. Then once they get this on the higher time frame, then they go to the lower time frame for their entry, looking only, like almost using this as a reservational filter to only take plays when we're well extended and touch one of these areas. So just keep that in mind.
rotates higher. At the upper band, the color turns red, and price can reverse sharply lower. Now let's add confluence. When a green
there he is, Plutonium's in the house.
Appears at the lower super band, it can signal a high probability long setup. A red enigma at the upper band can signal a short opportunity. With DCR, look for reversal signals at both the upper and lower bands, confirming price is responding at the edges of the zone. Add a fib dot at the band, and directional bias becomes even clearer. Red at the top for shorts, green at the bottom for longs. Even harmonics like the shark pattern become more powerful when they complete directly at a superband. Remember, trade nothing alone. Stack your tools, build confluence, and let the market come to you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right. Let's see. Let's move this out of the way. And did we hear some John Cena?
Hello. It's John Cena.
Bruh. What? It's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Okay, look at this steady eddy up. Okay, yeah, so glad I kind of got out of the way of that one, because sure enough, it's doing the one we said could possibly happen on that. I think she might be done here. Wait for the triple crown. I'm waiting for the triple crown before I want to slap that down. We have 20 seconds till 10:30, where I want to be sitting back at my desk again, ready to trade. So super bands, super handy. Let's talk about that DDSR here real quick, because that is one we don't, it's kind of rare. We don't have that too often, so it's not, I wouldn't make this necessarily like a prime play for myself. If I were you, let's go to, let's play this out. We had one of these earlier today though, so good opportunity to talk about it.
What if you could spot potential large-scale institutional trading activity? The double delta shift reversal, or DDSR, from AlgoBox reads the tape in real time so you don't have to. A delta shift occurs when a new prominent delta flag emerges in the opposite direction of the previous one. This can indicate large, non-retail participants' order flow activity, signaling a potential reversal in market direction. When two delta shifts appear in close succession within an accumulation zone, it may indicate a DDSR setup. This setup gains strength when aligned with structural elements like harmonics, trend channel highs or lows, or fib dots, and is further reinforced by order flow events such as Enigma or Alpha Omega crosses. Here's a DDSR in action. Two yellow delta shift vertical bars appear closely together, situated within a consolidation range. Now it's time to assess the next potential trade setup. The key, another algo box signal appears. In this case, an Enigma signal emerges, adding confluence to the analysis and suggests the potential. Traders should consider following their chosen entry strategy's rules for stops, targets, and other trading management aspects. To build confidence in recognizing DDSR setups, practicing in NinjaTrader's market replay can be invaluable. Start your free 2-week trial today and experience the full power of the Algo box system. Enroll in our 8-session boot camp to accelerate your learning. Tune in to our live streams for live insights and strategy breakdowns. See you in the next video.
Yeah, so make sure that you've gone through our boot camp. If you haven't done that already, it is currently free. It will be paid for literally very soon. We're working on the client portal page to get there. Back to Captain Price, you said take that. Remember why I said wait for the Triple Crown? Listen, this is why. So Captain Price, again, he's not an Algo box player, but he hangs out with us here a lot. So he doesn't know, or maybe, but hey, but I'm going to teach him. I'm going to teach you here even today why I wouldn't go on this initially until we wait for that Triple Crown before you go down, because even if you're going to take that, that's fine if you get in on this first part. This is the first part of the crown, okay? That's one. Okay, well, a Triple Crown has 3 crowns to it, right? Down, 2, okay, right here. That might be 2. Done. But we come up again, okay? And after the third one, this is the safer entry, in my opinion. So I am generally going to be looking for that Triple Crown before we get the big move down. And you'll see that on a higher time frame. So here is the after a these big, again, this is an inverted S curve. I talk about it all the time. Inverted S curve. What do I wait for? Everybody who's been hanging out with me knows. What do I wait for? Triple Crown before we're going down. 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm looking for the move. Yes. Or again, I'm not saying it's going to go this far, but I'm going, if I'm going to be looking for a T2 hold to an opposing signal type of scenario, I want to wait for that Triple Crown because it just gets gnarly, nasty. You're just going to have to eat heat, and there's no, I don't want to say there's no reason for it, but it's ones that I have found over time. You eat the heat, so I wrote that rule for myself to go, I'm going to wait for a Triple Crown before I start to play a down move when something is super strong like that in a direction. And oftentimes, sometimes that secondary move, like we might make a new move out of it. But when you see something stupid like this, and yes, it's stupid, like an 89 bar range thing where they're just like, okay, that's like in some massive exuberance of that buy, right? Not normal. Like go look to the left and how many of these do you see? Not a lot. You know, how many of these do you see? A lot, right? A lot. And then you see something like this, you know, once every, massive set of things. So what I'm saying is when one of these shows up, wait for that Triple Crown before we go down, and then wait for an entry on the lower time frame will be a little bit of a safer play, in my opinion. Okay? Avoid, extra heat like this, because this is heat, right? Okay, there's a play where I might want to, I'm going to go ahead and toe in right here. This will be my first toe in scenario right here, but I still want that triple one for really getting big, and I don't want to miss it in case it does turn out to be some big massive move out of it. Like I may not want to move off of something like that, but that's a mega late Nate with a 6-8 and an 8-4. So this might be where I start this, and I'm at least now at crown number 2. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna turn audio box back on here. Let's also turn our news guys back on as well.
NQ on the 4.
There we go. Okay, blue dots call bottoms all the time, so this may shove this back up, and we may keep going to the upside just in case. Okay, starting to hear a few sellers here. We want to see these first sets of dots break, but if the dots are holding, then bull's still in control, right? I'm looking for when the bulls lose control, and that will mean that a bear takes over, right? So just keeping that in mind. But hey, man, great to have you hanging out here with us as always. Love seeing you around, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and keeping me company out here. But yeah, Captain Price has a lot of experience. I think he's seen every Captain Price is like, if you want to know about anybody on YouTube, Captain Price has hung out with all of them. Am I right, Captain Price? He is the YouTube master. But you'll see him in just about every live stream on trading. I think he sits at his computer all day. I don't know.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Going medical heavy. Good to be back. Hey, what's up, Keegs? Great to see you, sir. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this at 40. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it there at 40. Okay, so got a little bit of an upturn there. So here's how the P&L, again, early in, early out on a Friday. I did tell you I was going to do full auto. So let's do some full auto here. Where are you going to go to get the information around full auto? Well, first thing, you want to go into the boot camp. And then when you get to video number 7, so almost the last day in the boot camp, we start going into that. So let me show you where to go to get some of that training. And then on the left-hand side of Discord, I'll show you where to go and get some training around the full auto stuff as well. We did just change this recently for the website, so give me just a second. Oh, we did move that. Hold on, where do we move it? I might not be showing you that here today because I think it's premium members only.
Divergence down NQ on the 89.
Yeah, it's premium members only. Okay, but let's do this. I'm going to send you guys a link. If you've been hanging out here, this is a special treat for those of you guys who are, even if you are not in premium yet and you want to learn Lunchbot, I'm going to actually post all 3 of the links to learn Lunchbot. All 3 and 1 two-finger salute. Oh, and I look at the timing. Look, and we just got a 2-finger salute to the downside move right there. So that tells me I'm gonna give the 2 fingers. All right, we're gonna give you 2-finger. Lunchbot's kind of too easy anyhow. So I'm gonna give you guys the 2-finger salute. Even if you're not premium, if you stayed here to the end, here is your bonus here for hanging out here with us. I'm gonna give you links directly to how to play and use the full auto for 2-finger salute that comes with the system. Even if you haven't bought with us, I'm going to get you hooked up. How about that? All right, so give me just a minute here. I'm going to post you 2 links here in the chat.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Here we go.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Oh man, I haven't heard that jam in a while.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
All right, tonight's subject, 2-finger salute strategy. Welcome aboard. Let's crank that music on down here. We are going to get directly into things here tonight. We're going to talk about, remember this. All right, 2-finger salute. We've got 2 videos for that one. Video number 1 and video number 2. I'm going to post it here in the chat. So if you hung out till the end, you're getting some extra treats here on a Friday. How to run through the full auto there. I walked through this morning. Roll back the tape if you want to learn how to run through the full auto enigmas. I did full auto enigma here this morning. Oops, what happened? It said error, try again. What? Weird. There we go. Okay, 2 links are posted there in the chat for video number 1 and video number 2 of the 2-finger salute full auto. Go over those there this weekend. Get to the 8-day boot camp over the weekend. Maybe it's 8 videos. You can probably complete them and then come back in here with us on Monday. I'll be here with you to walk you through every step of the way. Don't forget, on February the 2nd, I will be running the... Why is that all weird? Oh, I know why. This thing is super wide, that's why. So boot camp is currently still at no cost. You can watch it over the weekend, and then you see code ALGOBOX. Use code ALGOBOX to grab those Apex accounts. I'm going to be running Apex, and I think I'm going to be doing Funded X, but I also might do Lucid. I'm going to actually have a chat with them later today. There's some... I hope these guys stay in business. I really do. They've got some almost too good to be true rules over there at Lucid, but we know how this goes with some of these places. When they've got the rules that are too good to go, then the rug pull comes later, and hopefully they're not going to be one of those places that plays them retroactively. But as of right now, like the rules over there at Lucid also seem, I don't know if they're lucid enough to know how good their current rules are or not, but we kind of almost put Take Profit Trader out of business. So I talked with Take Profit Trader. They basically stopped paying our traders. So don't use Take Profit Trader. Just my 2 cents on that. They anything with the word algo in it now, they're scared of us. So Take Profit Trader is no longer paying out. So be careful on Take Profit Trader. They suck. Y'all have a good one. Happy Friday. See ya.
NQ on the 4, lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands
the old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use that, they have lots of front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Lower band touch NQ on the 36. Long on the RTY1. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Enigma long on the GC2.
Rewind.
Pip.NQ on the 4. Pip.NQ on the 9.
Rewind.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Enigma long on the
U.S. officials
RTY1.
arrived at the American Embassy in Caracas, Venezuela.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Delta Vibrating. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on a freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Double Delta NQ on the 9.